If you are a 3D artist, you're probably well aware that Maya is one of the best options when it comes to 3D software if you want to work professionally in industries like animation, game development, or VFX. Simply because it is a great software and many studios are using it. So when they need 3D artists, they by default need the ones that use Maya because it makes sense, right? But it is not that simple. You see, there are many factors that can qualify you when it comes to working professionally, especially if you want to land your first job. The truth is kind of ruthless, but the faster you accept it and deal with your particular situation fast, the better off you will be. So stick around till the end because I know this stuff is gonna be useful. Before we start, I want to let you know guys, especially Maya users, if you need Maya plugins and scripts for modeling, retopology, rigging, animation, rendering, you name it, you will find a list of the best stuff in the description of this video. For example, for retopology, you can use plugins such as Z-Rail, which allows you to create polygons on sculpted surfaces in a beautiful way. And if you want to do some hard surface modeling, you can take a look at plugins like Modit, Plugit, and Stampit, which allow you to create complex hard surface models such as robots, weapons, or anything of this kind with ease. For animation, I highly recommend the Pavel Barnev animation scripts because they are amazing and they are used by many studios. For simulation and effects, you can use some of the best tools like Fume Effects for fires, smoke, and explosions. Also, we have Pull Down It for destruction effects and Ornatrix for hair and for simulation. So I highly recommend you guys check these tools because they will save you a ton of time and headaches. So without further ado, let's jump right in. So as I said, getting a job is more than using the right software. For example, let's take the case of this Maya artist asking if this environment project made in Maya is gonna land him a job with one of the studios using Maya, of course. Before I give you my perspective and continue with the video, let's see what one of the veteran 3D artists thinks about this case because it has a lot of value in it. He went on saying, "Alright, look, I've got 11 years of AAA experience and I'm gonna be totally honest. Getting a job has more to do with the range of applications, where you are from, and how you present yourself in the interviews. If you are in South America and want to work remotely, you want to apply to every job that specifically states South America as a supported region. If you are in California, you have a higher chance because more companies support California hires. It is a tax and employment law issue, nothing to take personally. And now talking about the environment project or the demo reel of this artist that you're seeing right now, this is a nice demo reel segment, but it won't let you a job by itself. Hate to say it, but there is a million dudes out there who could make this scene. I would say this is a PS3/Gen 3 level of work, and it is just not that difficult to make. However, there isn't a million dudes with proven experience who can speak and present themselves well, and who will be relentless during the application process. You have the skills, but you will need more than that to land a job. Truth is, modeling and texturing has become exponentially more accessible and easier over the last 10 years or so. There are 13-year-olds with Blender who can make this scene in a few days. How are your production skills? How are your communication skills? Does this transfer well to Unity or Unreal? Or are you living just in Maya? There is so much more to it. The first thing to do is to commit to crafting a strong 5-minute demo reel that shows variety and 5th gen quality. First thing I would do is craft a 5-minute reel that shows an extremely high level of work quality and a very high level of diversity. I was lucky enough to be the product owner of a PS5 leading feature for a AAA title, and that gets me a lot of interest. But I still admit there are better artists than me. Where I don't give an inch is that I don't think anybody can run the full gamut of the production cycle as well as I can. So when asked what is my best skill, I don't say modeling or texturing, even though I wish that this was true. My best skill is being able to conceptualize and see an idea through to completion or shipping. This is what makes me valuable. I know how to get things done, even if I'm not the most skilled artist. I'm the most relentless. I know how to present myself, and I know how to work with others to make everyone a better version of themselves. My skill as an artist are only valuable because of my skills as a producer. Having me on a team is like giving everyone else steroids. I just know how to get things done. This is the attitude that will get you hired, from my experience anyways. You are on the right track. You aren't gonna get a job posting your demo on Reddit. So make a great portfolio site with a strong demo reel and apply to everything directly through company career pages. Eventually, you will land one. So as you can see guys, knowing the right tools isn't enough, and creating great artwork is not that special anymore because a lot of artists can do it too, and they will fight to take away that position from you. So knowing how to use the software alone isn't everything. One of the things you can do to stand out is creating a killer portfolio, especially in creative fields such as VFX, game development, or animation. Your portfolio is paramount. It is really important because it showcases your skills, creativity, and what you are capable of achieving using the software like Maya for example, or any other software that the job you're applying for requires. And as the guy who has 11 years of experience in the field said, you need a strong portfolio that displays a wide range of skills and a high level of polish that can make you a more attractive artist. Another thing I would add is specializing. You see, Maya is a versatile tool. Some artists specialize in modeling, others in animation, rigging, creating environments, characters, effects, lighting, rendering, you name it. And having a clear focus can make you a sought-after artist in a specific area. Unless you're trying to get a job with a small studio, where I believe being a generalist can be more needed and more important than a specialist is. Because a generalist can fill many positions at the same time and wear different hats, depending on the needs of the project. One other important aspect of landing a job is having soft skills. Technical skills are very essential. That's why you are an artist in the first place. But soft skills like communication, teamwork, problem solving, and adaptability are just as critical, especially when working on collaborative projects. Also, you have to have confidence and show you will do what it takes and that you are the right person for the job. One other important thing to keep in mind is industry demand, which can change depending on who you are and where you are. You can be a brilliant artist and face a hard time finding a job, or you can be an average one who can find a job relatively easily. Let me explain. The demand of 3D artists, like those using Maya, fluctuates based on the industry trends, in addition to geographic locations and the health of the related industry, such as film or game development. For example, if you want to work as a character artist for video games in LA or Vancouver for example, you have a better chance compared to, let's say, somewhere in Eastern Europe, just for the sheer difference of demand. Since the United States and Canada have more demand in these industries, and somewhere in Eastern Europe, India or Asia doesn't have that great demand compared to those places. And this is one metric and one example that you can consider in addition to many other stuff. But if you are good enough, as I said, and you have the right skills, technical skills, soft skills, and the determination, nothing is impossible because a lot of people are doing it already. So guys, I hope you found this video useful and informative. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also, please subscribe to this channel to receive more videos like this one. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.